Alright, in this video here, I'm going to show you how to start saving items to Zotero and then how to organize them. So, to begin with, you need to have Zotero open. You can see it down here in the bottom. I have nothing saved in here. Here it is. Alright. Now, I found an article I want to save inside JSTOR. I'm assuming you have installed the Zotero connector as per the previous videos. This icon changes according to what type of source you're on. So I'm on a journal article. It looks like a piece of paper. Here's a website. It looks just like, I don't know what that looks like, a blank piece of paper. I think it's supposed to look like a website. But if you're on a book, it would look like a book. All right. So I want to save this. All I need to do is click this. You can see this pops up, Lyndon Johnson in Vietnam, JSTOR full text PDF. If I come here, here it is. We have it right there. Save to our library, and if I click the little arrow here, here is the PDF. All one click, very easy to go ahead and do. So make sure now that you go through here and this information is correct. This is all the information you have for your citation that you're going to use later. The benefit of using Zotero is not only does it save and help you organize this information, but it makes it easy to import your citation style as you're writing in Google Doc or Microsoft Word. But it's only going to import what you have here. So if this is wrong, if you don't have all the information, if you're using APA and you have every word in the title capitalized when it shouldn't be, your citation will be wrong in Microsoft Word or in Google Docs. All right, so make sure this is all correct. Now let's go ahead and just save a couple more so we have something to work with. So I'm just going to save this one too, another article, and I'm going to save this website. All right, so here I have it, all three things. You can see the website has a snapshot. That's going to save the actual HTML file of that web page you were on. So later, if the web page is changed, you have a copy of what it looked like the day you visited it. All right. I usually don't save these. I don't know why. I just don't care for them. I don't like how they look and the formatting of them. And if I want to save the information off the website, I usually just do like a print PDF or a screenshot. But you can, if you want to get rid of it, you can move item to trash, and now it's gone. But you can see here, here's the PDF to this one. And again, you want to go through and make sure. So, for example, if this was an APA, this is wrong, right? Because banned, test, nuclear, none of those should be capitalized. In Chicago, it is perfectly acceptable. You will find that if you are taking items, saving items from a publication that is actually in your field that uses your citation style, they usually have the correct information there formatted the correct way. So if I was using APA and I was in a psychology database, more than likely the title is correct and doesn't have none of this capitalized because they also use APA. But you still have to make sure that everything is formatted correctly. Now you can change any of this just by clicking into it, add stuff, delete stuff, however you want to do it. Now I have three things here. Two on Lyndon Johnson and one on Eisenhower and nuclear testing. Maybe they're for different papers and they're not actually for the same paper. How do I organize this a little better? Maybe by class or by paper topic. If I go over to my library, I can right click and hit new collection. You can also just click the little folder icon here for new collection. So say maybe this is for history 296. And I have another new collection for history 351. All right. And now in 296, I have a sub-collection for paper 1. All right. And now I can come here and I can say, okay, well, this is for history 351. And these are for paper 1 of 296. And so now when I go to paper 1, I only got those two items. And when I go to history 351, I only have the one item. But if I go back to my library, I have all of them. All right, and so this is a nice way to organize that information. Now, perhaps this does pertain also to Lyndon Johnson for somehow, and I want to use it in paper 1 of 296 and in 351. I can just drag it over and add it there. And now I have all 3 there, and I still only have the 1 there. So you can have items in multiple collections. In addition to that, whenever you edit something here, so let's go say I'm just going to just change that to title, you will see that over here it is also title. It changes it through the whole database. All right, I'll put that back the way it was. We go back to paper 1, and then there it is. It is there. All right, and that goes for anything. I'll show you how to add notes and things like that later in the next video. But when you attach stuff to these items, then like a PDF, that is done throughout the whole thing. If for some reason you don't want that, you want to keep the information separate, you can right-click and hit duplicate item. All right, and then that will create a second one that is separated from that, and anything you do to this one does not appear on that one or vice versa. So if you needed to have these separated for paper 1 and 351, you could do it like that, and then you would just have to remember which one's which. All right, but I don't need that, so I'm going to move item to trash. And I've changed my mind. I don't want this for paper 1 anymore. I don't need this. I was incorrect in thinking I did. If I go and hit move item to trash, I will remove it entirely from my Zotero database in every collection it's in. Instead, you want to remove item from collection. All right, so now we're down to 2 here, and we still got 1 here. All right, had I added the trash, it would be gone from here as well. Now, there's no worries. You can come down to trash and see all your stuff here. And if you want, you can click on that and hit restore to library. Or you can delete permanently. This does periodically clean your trash when it gets so big. So don't think it can just live there forever and you can come back and restore to library. But if you find your trash getting full, since it is taking up space in Zotero and on your computer, you can right click and hit empty trash. And now it's gone. They're not there anymore, but here's all my stuff still here. The other way to organize in Zotero, other than collections, is by tags. So if I click on the tab up here, you see I have here info, notes, tags, related. If I go to tags, I can click add. And I can go ahead and add nuclear there, and I can add nuclear on this one. And maybe this is one I want to read later. And you can add anything you want. All right, now these tags, they exist right down here in your tag pane down at the bottom left. So if I want to see all the ones that were tagged read later, I can click read later. Here it is. There's only 1. And now I can click off of it. If I want to see all the ones about nuclear, I can click that. And if you notice, it doesn't matter what collection they're in. When I'm in here, they exist outside of that collection. That's the nice thing about tags. You can connect things together by maybe more of a general topic and use your collections for specific research projects and specific concepts that you're focusing on and you want to organize into folders. But they still have some overarching connection, right? So that's a great way to do that. The other way to create a connection and organize things is through related. Related, you click add, and you can go to any of these. You can do it in library. You can go down to any one, but you can be like, okay, this is related to this article. Hit OK. And now here it is. Even though we're in captive of a scientific technological elite, we say that's related to Lyndon Johnson of Vietnam. I can click that, and now I'm on Lyndon Johnson of Vietnam. You also see it backlinked it. So even though I made the relation connection from captive, Lyndon Johnson in Vietnam automatically gets the connection back to captive as well. So you don't have to go back and forth and make backwards connections after you made one. It does that automatically. And of course, we can add now the website connection here. And you can come here and see it's only got the 1. That's still only got the 1, but this one's got the 2. And that's another way to organize and keep this straight. Next video, I'm going to show you how to use notes in the PDF reader and annotate and take notes that way. Thank you.